Brad.
This episode is about Prop 6, and you are the expert. You spent weeks researching and writing the definitive story on the history, people, and funding on this topic. For people at home who know absolutely nothing about Prop 6, give us a rundown.
Well, last year, California passed Senate Bill 1. It raised gas prices by 12 cents a gallon and added a new vehicle registration fee on cars. The money is supposed to be used to fund transportation projects. Now, Prop 6 is an attempt to undo SB 1, and it started locally here in San Diego with Carl DeMaio.
And reminder on DeMaio, he's a former San Diego City councilman who now has his own conservative radio talk show.
Yeah, and he's been rallying his listeners behind the gas tax repeal for over a year now. And you and I caught up with him in August.
It's a very regressive tax. It's unfair to working families, hits them pretty hard. And it comes at a time when the politicians have shown that we can't trust them to fix our roads. They always divert and raid the funds.
Okay, so what about the side that wants the tax? What do they have to say?
Well, they say that the money is needed to fund road repair and transportation projects, and that's actually good for working families in the long run. And by the way, San Diego has already gotten $1 billion in transportation funding through this tax, and that would all disappear if Prop 6 passes. We interviewed State Assemblyman Todd Gloria about this in August.
If Proposition 6 passes and SB 1 is repealed, you will see an elimination of $5 billion worth of annual improvements across the state of California. Think about what that means locally here in San Diego.
So this gas tax repeal started with a local radio talk show. How did it grow to become the statewide ballot measure that's so important to the Republican Party?
Well, it's a pretty unique and interesting story, which has made it really fun to report on. Carl DeMaio has organized thousands of volunteers around the state of California to help support getting this on the ballot. They're raising money, they're collecting signatures, and it worked. More than a fifth of the almost 1 million signatures to get Prop 6 on the ballot came from San Diego.
And this is the part where we get into the money. You said in your story that Prop 6 is a true grassroots campaign. What do you mean by that?
Well, more than 25,000 people have donated to DeMaio's repeal campaign, and a third of them have donated $100 or less. So these are people from all around California who are pitching in a few dollars, and it's adding up to millions. But the campaign is getting help from a few big names, too.
Like who?
Like some of the most high-profile candidates running for office in California this year, like John Cox.
He's the Rancho Santa Fe businessman running for governor.
He's given more than $250,000 to repeal groups. And there's Diane Harkey.
She's running for a competitive congressional seat in a district that's covering parts of San Diego and Orange counties.
She's given about $35,000 to repeal groups.
But DeMaio's group isn't the only committee here.
Right, there are 4 political committees, and together around California, they've raised about $5 million.
And what about the groups that want the gas tax? How much money have they raised?
There are 5 groups opposing Prop 6. They've raised way more money than the supporters have. We're talking $32 million, so they have a huge advantage.
But where's their money coming from?
It's mostly coming from labor unions and corporations, construction companies. We've actually seen 11 of these groups donate $1 million or more each to fund this opposition campaign.
Because you're the ultimate campaign finance guru, you've created a tool for people to use to learn more about the funding behind Prop 6. Talk for a second about that.
Yeah, it's a database where you can look up anyone who's donated money to support or oppose the gas tax repeal and how much they've given, from $100 to millions of dollars. You can find it at data.inewsource.org.
Jill Castellano, thank you.
Brad Racino, thank you.